countdown to 2000 begins. We have the newcomer, Revalis, coming to us from France, so I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but here he goes. Rev onto the rope glider. New obstacle here on stage 1, and with some lag, he is through it and onto the returning giant swing. He gets some giant jumps, and Rev is now on to the falling plank, the first time that we have seen this obstacle on Halo Infinite. Rev gets it very nicely. No head slide on this one. You just have to go on the side ledges there. Now the return of the fishbone. This one a little more tricky than the last one. The timing is even more crucial than ever, but Rev is through it. Now the jump Hankai, an all-time classic. Rev going around the outside, taking the slow path, but now he is going to face off with the returning half-pipe attack. No one has attempted this since Tournament 8, and Rev comes up short, and we have our first half-pipe attack failure in over 11 years. Hello and welcome to Tournament 30 of Halo Ninja Warrior, the 4-stage obstacle course where after 13 years and 1,900 attempts, we are still waiting for a 4th grand champion. 100 competitors are going to step up to stage 1, where they will have to defeat 9 obstacles within 100 seconds, and if they reach the buzzer in time, they will advance to stage 2. And our second jumper up is going to be Retro Gaming, wearing 1902. Remember, we are counting up to number 2000. Retro Gaming, another newcomer, is going to get a weird jump, and he goes down the rope glider. Oh, he's going too far! Retro Gaming! Wow, how does he get that dismount? That is not how that obstacle is supposed to be done. But next up, we have the giant swing. 50 people have failed this obstacle in the past. Retro Gaming gets a big jump and a big dismount. Retro onto the falling plank. This is the most failed obstacle of all time in Halo Ninja Warrior history. Oh, he doesn't even get onto it. Retro Gaming out at the very beginning of the falling plank. If you want to show your support for this channel and for the Halo jumping community, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like. And then while you're at it, comment below which competitor you are most excited to see in Tournament 30. Next up is a big fan of the course, Gendog, making his 3rd appearance. You might have seen him before as Smoke Tanks. He competed in Tournament 29 and went out on the circle slider. Let's see how this competitor from the UK will handle stage 1. 3 different competitors so far, 3 different countries, and also 3 clears on the rope glider. Oh, Gendog just about gets that dismount on the giant swing. Now we just saw Retro Gaming go out here on the falling plank, but look at how quick Gendog gets up it. He walks forward, he backs up. Oh no! He backed up and actually reset the plank. That is unfortunate for Gendog. That's one of many mistakes you can make on that obstacle.
Don't get planked. Been planked.
Oh
No.
my.
Thanks a lot,
Oh.
mate. You jinxed him. You jinxed him.
In the last tournament, we had an impressive 17 jumpers defeat stage 1. On stage 2, 12 of them failed, setting a new record, and of the 5 who defeated it, 2 of them were Joey Davis and Free MMO Direct, both who cleared stage 3 in Tournament 28. Unfortunately, they could not defeat stage 3 this time around, but it was the reigning grand champion, Fireball, who stepped up to the plate and earned his 3rd shot at stage 4. Sadly, it was a very short-lived final stage attempt, but with 3 attempts at the final tower in the last 2 tournaments, we are as close as we have ever been to a total victory on Halo Infinite.
This Landmark tournament is going to be, I think, one of the best breakthroughs for a lot of different reasons. I really believe we might end up getting finally a total victory, which would be 10 tournaments since Fireball's total victory. The newer folks are really putting the effort in, The old guards are still putting it in. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I really hope it's going to go really well. I'm very optimistic.
I've always thought there was someone who could get, if not total victory, to stage 4. But I think this, in my opinion, more people have a chance to get to stage 4 than ever before. And without saying any names, I think there's about 8 people that have a chance. And so with that being said, I'm super excited to see what happens to not just those 8 people, but there's a lot of young guys too. And it's going to be super good. Can't wait.
Well, there is no better time than Tournament 30 for our jumpers to bring their A game. Next up is bowling. Back for his second appearance, he went out on the jump hang kai in the previous tournament. Bowling eyeing up this grapple. He jumps into it. You can do it with a jump, or you can just stand there and grapple it. Bowling takes the more risky approach, but it pays off. And now he is onto the giant swing. No crouch, and he's able to get through it. We've already seen the falling plank take out 2 competitors. Let's see if Bowling can get past it. He drops, and yes! He's got the first ledge and the second, and he's got the dismount. Bowling onto the fishbone. He beat this in the last tournament. Bowling looking good, stops on that third pole, and he is through the fishbone onto the obstacle he failed last tournament. Bowling, can he get redemption? He's landed, he's going around the outside. Bowling down to 50 seconds left. He's gonna go for the dismount, and yes, he has overcome his last failure. Now the half pipe attack. No one has beaten it yet. He gets a really early jump. Bowling! I cannot believe he made that. But he is our first competitor onto the warped wall. You have to do this weird twist technique now, and he gets up it in 1. Now for the circle slider, one of the most deadly obstacles on this stage. He is taking a very long time, but he finally goes for it. Bowling! Oh, what's he doing? Bowling does not play by the rules there at all. You actually can't go to the other side of that pole. Bowling tries to do a weird quarter jump. I'm not sure what he was hoping for, but regardless, that's the best run we've seen at this first stage so far. After that, we had Red Hunter go for a dive on the first jump of the stage. Then Inertia Craze came up short of the giant swing. Then Lop took the rope glider a little too far down the track. And then Bottled Up Rage couldn't quite get on to that pole. So we are down 8 competitors already. Now number 9 is going to be Spring STE, back for his 5th appearance. He was a circle slider victim in the last tournament. Let's see if he can get back there. It was the 5th obstacle in tournament 29. Now it's the 8th obstacle, so you have to go through a lot more difficulty to get a shot at it. But Spring STE looking really good on the first 2 obstacles. Now it is time for the falling plank. Climbs up it with no issues. Great timing on the drop there, and Spring is springing his way over to the fishbone. Gotta wait till that first one's going up. Spring is on it. He's got the second. Oh, bit of a short jump. He comes up short of the 3rd fishbone. That will bring us on to our 10th runner of the tournament, Matty the Div, making his 2nd appearance. We saw him go out on the last jump of the fishbone, or at least getting to the last pole of the fishbone. Matty dismounts perfectly on the rope glider. Now for the giant swing. Oh, early jump off the pole, but he gets the distance anyway. Can Matty the Div get through the falling plank? Walks about a quarter of the way up. He goes for it. Matty the Div going back down. It's easy to overshoot that second ledge there, so Matty, good job controlling his jump. Now for the obstacle he failed last tournament. He kind of gets a sprinting start into it. He stops. Oh, he teleports through that first pole. Oh no, Matty the Div comes up short on the 4th pole, just like he did in tournament 29. And so far we've had 10 runs. There have already been 6 different obstacles failed on this stage 1. 4 of them, the rope glider, falling plank, giant swing, and fishbone, all have been failed twice already. So this is a tough gauntlet of obstacles We're gonna see who can be our first clear in Tournament 30. Maybe Drew TV could be the guy. He hasn't competed since Tournament 26 when he failed the jump hang kai. Drew lining up for the left side here. He is gonna go around the left of the falling plank. That's why I made it a window, because my cameraman can't get to that side of the falling plank for some reason. Now Drew TV waiting an extra cycle on the fishbone. He's got the second pull. Big jump to the third. He's got it. He save jumps. Oh no, that was a mistake. Drew TV save jumping on this obstacle. It is a risky move, and if you do it that late in the cycle, you are going to get stomped. And Drew will not get his revenge on the jump hang kai.
Oh no, he got squished.
Yeah, it's tough. Those are tough little...
Our competitors on the sideline getting a glimpse as to how difficult this stage 1 can be. Next up is Mickey Cop 8. Third appearance for this guy. In the last tournament, he went out on the fishbone. And seeing as all of our last 3 competitors have just failed the fishbone, this is a big time for him to get some revenge. Mickey Cop onto the giant swing, looks really clean through that obstacle. Now he is on to the falling plank. Jumps up it nicely. Mickey Cop gonna go very far to the edge, and he overshoots the ledge on the falling plank. Mickey Cop timed the jump very well, but he got too much distance. Look at that. He just overshoots that first ledge. Such a minor error, but something like that will cost you. Now, something I wanted to introduce in Tournament 30 are the Halo Ninja Warrior badges. There are 9 badges up on the screen that you can see that are unlocked for various achievements, so you will see these displayed for each competitor who has earned one throughout their career. And our next competitor will have one. This is Sekeshi, back for his 16th appearance. And there you see it up at the top right. He has a top 10 finish in his career. Sekeshi gets through the rope glider. He has never defeated stage 1 though. He would love for this to be his first time. Sekeshi on to the falling plank next. He's gonna get on top. Oh, a bit of an awkward save jump there. He's taking a few extra save jumps just getting up the falling plank. Now Sekeshi is gonna go around the left side. He lands that first ledge and he's got the second. Sekeshi will get a shot at the fishbone. He's on to the first one. He gets the second, stops on it. Oh, barely gets to the third. Sekeshi hits his head on the fourth. Sekeshi, no! He comes up short at the very end of the fishbone. He landed it, but he stayed crouched. If he stood back up, he would have had more speed and he could have made that dismount. That is heartbreaking for Sekeshi. After that, we had Ryan return to the course. He just barely missed that first ledge on the falling plank. Fur 16-13, 26-08, he overshot the dismount on the rope glider. Jester thought it would be funny to try to cheat on the giant swing. Not only is that illegal, but he failed anyway. And then Andres 9088 just did not get a sprint going for the giant swing. And now we are going to join in progress phase Alashkanov, a newcomer on the course. He is on to the giant swing. He's got it, and he's got the dismount. Now for the falling plank. I like this color armor, very nice. You know, I haven't mentioned the style award yet, but someone at the end of this tournament is going to win a prize for the best looking Spartan. FaZe right now jumping through the fishbone. He's got the third pull, goes for the fourth. Oh no, he timed it just a little too early. He was so close, but couldn't quite make it. Now we are on to Toxic Rush 15. Back for his third appearance. Toxic on the rope glider. He's got the dismount. In the last tournament, he failed the circle slider. He tried to do that tournament 18 strat on it. It didn't work out. Now Toxic is on to the falling plank. For a lot of jumpers who have only been competing on Halo Infinite, this will be their first time attempting the falling plank. Toxic Rush is able to get through it. Now he is on to the fishbone. He's got the first pull, the second. Nice landing on the third. And he's got the 4th. Toxic Rush is onto the jump hang Kai. Oh, a weird crouch. Oh no! Toxic Rush is able to bring it back. That was insane. He did not get a good bounce on that first try, but he saves it. And he gives himself a 2nd bounce. Toxic Rush makes the most of it. He is through the jump hang Kai. It's going to hurt his time a little bit, but he's doing all right so far. Can he get the half-pipe attack? Toxic Rush, yes he can! He is onto the warped wall. Still plenty of time left if he gets up it. He does not get up it in 1. Toxic, not up it in 2. Clock is ticking. Toxic Rush down to 25 seconds. He goes for it again. He flies off the wall. He jumps. Toxic Rush is out on the warped wall. First of all, let's take a look at this jump hang Kai. Look at how far he went out and was able to pull it back to get a rebounce. But the warped wall, he went out too far to the side, tried to save jump it off of that rock, which would have been legal, but he couldn't make it back. And that is a crazy run from Toxic Rush. Now we're going to move on to Kyle Shambe 2. This regular back for his 5th appearance. From the UK, that grapple completely disappeared right there. He failed the fishbone in the last tournament, didn't even get onto the first pull. So this is a good chance for redemption. Kyle Shambe climbing up the falling plank. He's gonna go very high on it, and it looks like it's going to work for Kyle. He is through the falling plank. Now, his showdown. Kyle gets onto that first pull. He's got the 2nd. Right to the 3rd. And great timing. Kyle Shambe is on to the jump hang Kai. And he's inside of it. Kyle, look at that. Made quick work of the inner portion of the jump hang Kai. Now he's going to go for the half-pipe attack. A big jump. Kyle, wow, he got the distance. He needed every inch there, and he got it. Kyle, can he get up the warped wall? Yes, he can. He's up in 140 seconds. So much time left for Kyle. Oh, what's he doing? He doesn't even get a sprint. Kyle Shambe out on the circle slider. He just kind of walked into it and then got a super late jump, but had no sprint, no speed, and Kyle with a personal best, but he is out on stage 1. All the failures just keep piling on. Handy Andy Rez overshot the dismount on the rope glider, almost made it to the spectator platform. Good luck giving that gamer tag a shot, but he went out on the falling plank. Sect Dom Z went out on the jump hang Kai, and Black Golden Eyes came up short of the giant swing. But now we are on to a special competitor. This is the veteran Expose. His 19th appearance today. He has defeated stage 1 6 times in the past, and he's been to stage 3 twice. He made it to stage 3 as a newcomer all the way back in tournament 4, and he got there again 2 tournaments later in tournament 6, when he cleared the crazy cliffhanger and went out on the curtain cling. The last time we saw him was in tournament 28, when he went out very early on the curtain slider. Curtain obstacles, maybe not his favorite, but Expose. 7 times he has finished in the top 10, and he's also got a fastest time under his belt. Expose is through the rope glider. Now for the giant swing. He's one of the guys who's been around long enough to have seen the giant swing several times in the past. But now, how will he handle the falling plank? He never attempted it on Halo 5, but Expose is looking good, and he is through it here in Tournament 30. Now for the fishbone. Expose lighting up the walkways as he runs. He's on to the first. Whoa, very close call there on the first pull, but Expose, no, he comes up short of the 3rd pull on the fishbone, and the veteran is out early on stage 1 yet again. He just didn't get that distance that he needed. And that is a shocking exit for this legend of the course. Well, we are now a quarter of the way through the tournament, and we still don't have a single stage 1 clear. Looking ahead, the final 20 competitors in this tournament were selected based on total points earned from tournament 20 through tournament 29. Now, not all of these 20 were able to compete in this tournament, so any open slots were reassigned to randomly selected competitors. We'll see how that plays out later in the tournament, but right now, we are moving on to Jun Asato Cyan. Now he's speeding up a little bit, and Cyan is at the top. He is going on to stage 2 for the first time in his career. Cyan, the new veteran of the course. It's always special getting your first stage 1 clear, especially when you have to work for it, and that's exactly what Cyan has done here on Halo Infinite. Now he's on to the giant swing. Cyan is through it. This is a guy who, he made his debut in Tournament 26. He's been in every Halo Infinite tournament, so he's never seen this falling plank before, but he's able to get through it. Now Cyan on to the fishbone. He got through this in the last tournament. He's on to the second pole. Down to the third, goes right for the fourth, and the timing works out for Cyan. Now the jump hang kai. Oh, look at that very high bounce, but Cyan makes it work. Now he is going around the outside, and he is going to move on to the half-pipe attack. We've seen a couple competitors get by it already. Cyan, he's getting a save jump, and he's going to go for the dismount. Cyan is on to the warped wall. Still has plenty of time left, but he is not up it in 1. He does get up it in 2. Cyan onto the circle slider. He's got the first ring. He stops on the second. This is big. Cyan goes for it. He gets the jump. That was a massive jump for Cyan, and he is on to the lumberjack climb. He's got 18 seconds left. Plenty of time. Cyan, he is at the top, and Cyan is going back to stage 2 for the second tournament in a row. 13.4 seconds left. That was clutch. On the circle slider, he got stuck on that second ring and still pulled it off. And we have our first stage 1 clear of the tournament.
Oh my god, yo!
Yeah, if that happens to me, I am 100% toast.
He did his best impression today.
Congratulations to Jun Asato Cyan. We will be seeing him on stage 2. Our next competitor is no stranger to stage 2, unless you're talking about Halo Infinite. This is Super Ninja Jake. He cleared stage 1 twice on Halo 5, but he has yet to hit a buzzer on Halo Infinite. He failed the fishbone in Tournament 29. Let's see if he can get some revenge on it, but first he's got to get through the falling plank. He failed this in Tournament 24, but he's beaten it multiple times in the past as well. Super Ninja Jake, no! He hits the corner! And Jake is out on the third obstacle. The falling plank, look at that. He hits the corner, and it bounces him to the right side where he can't catch onto that ledge. And another early exit for Jake. Let's see if J Stud Roblox can put up a better showing. This guy on his 4th appearance. He has yet to defeat stage 1 in his career. Another guy who originated on a Halo Infinite. He went out on the very difficult curtain slider in the last tournament. No shame in failing there. J-Stud improves over the last tournament. Now he is on to the falling plank. We just saw Super Ninja Jake fail here. Can J-Stud pull it off? Oh yeah, very good jump. He gets to that second ledge, and J-Stud is moving on to the fishbone. We've seen a number of competitors go out here already. It's been doing a lot of damage, just like last tournament, and J-Stud comes up short on just the second pole. Now we are moving on to Hi, I'm Galactic. This regular back for his 5th appearance. He is eyeing up that rope glider, and he grapples. Hi, I'm Galactic. Been in every Halo Infinite tournament. He went out on the fishbone last tournament by taking that dreaded save jump, which caused him to hit his head, and he just barely got past the giant swing right there. Now let's see how he handles a very tricky obstacle like the falling plank. Taking a couple extra jumps just to get up it. He's gonna go all the way to the top. Galactic lands the ledge. He's got the second. And Hi, I'm Galactic. We'll get his shot at redemption here. Let's see how he does. Galactic taking his time. He's down to a minute left on this stage right now. He finally goes for the fishbone. He's got the first pole, the second. He sticks the third just about. He almost slid off, but Galactic is moving on to the jump hang kai. He's going to take an extra run up here. Galactic bounces, and yes, he lands it. He is going around the outside. Galactic not doing too great on time, but if he puts the pedal to the metal, he'll still have a chance. Now he's shooting the half pipe. I don't think he likes this obstacle. Galactic goes for it. He jumps very early. Galactic does not make the half pipe attack. Still a very valiant effort for Galactic, but that will bring us on to number 30, the veteran Elite MKB. Back for his 13th appearance. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel and watch the Elite Challenge, another jumping course just like this one. Very fun to watch. Elite went out on the jump hang kai in the last tournament. He's made steady progress on Halo Infinite, getting a little bit further each time he runs. So let's see what he has in store for us today. If he wants to make an improvement over the last tournament, he will need to, I guess, get by this fishbone right here. He needs to beat the 4th obstacle. Elite looks at that first fishbone. He's got it. He's got the 2nd. Oh, he almost slips off on the 3rd, but Elite stays alive. And now the obstacle he failed last tournament. Elite with a high bounce and a nice landing, a clutch save jump. And Elite MKB is gonna get a shot at the half pipe attack. Funny thing is, he failed this obstacle way back in Tournament 2. Elite goes for it. Elite with the save jump. And the dismount revenge is his. And Elite is up the warped wall in 1. Can he pull off the circle slider? Only 1 jumper has gotten by it so far, and Elite makes it 2. Can he handle the lumberjack climb? Elite so close to a stage 1 clear right now. He hasn't done it since tournament 17. Elite is at the top, and he is going back to stage 2. That is incredible. Way to go, Elite MKB. He got all sorts of revenge on that run. The jump hang kai, the half pipe attack, and this circle slider is no joke. Elite absolutely earned it.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my god!
Yes! Let's go!
He's back.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so happy for
We're
Elite.
so back. Whoever did that
he's
to me.
gone.
Hunter betrayed him.
Hunter betrays him. How
could you?
I actually shot myself twice. I thought I failed the falling plank, and then I thought I got squashed by the
No,
full
you
squeezer
look
of doom.
super clean on the plank, dude.
There's nothing like a few close calls to get your heart racing, but you can just see the support that Elite got right there. It's amazing to see. Halo Fan 17 is going to have to follow that one up. Halo Fan went out on the flying chute in the last tournament, the second to last obstacle of stage 1. Despite that, he still loves the obstacle. You can see right there, he almost pulled off that save jump. But Halo Fan will not get a chance at redemption on one of his favorite obstacles. I think there was a bit of a romance story starting up last tournament when he failed it. But anyway, Halo Fan is going through the falling plank, and he's got it. Now it's time for the fishbone. Halo Fan seeking his first ever stage 1 clear. So far, so good. Halo Fan on to the jump hang kai. He is going to go to the left, and he's going to go outside. Halo Fan with 50 seconds left. He's hit halftime, and he is on to the half pipe attack. Halo Fan with a very late jump. Halo Fan, yes, he has gotten it. Now he is on to the warped wall. Can he get up it in 1? No, he cannot. He goes for it really quickly on the 2nd attempt, and he's got it. Now the circle slider. Oh, a bad jump right there. Wait, he's doing it. Halo Fan is through the circle slider, and he is on to the lumberjack climb. Halo Fan starting to slow down. Now he's picking up the pace, and Halo Fan is going to make it 3 competitors moving on to stage 2 already. The clears are piling up.
I think someone messed up the time.
I don't think I had 30
I
seconds.
don't think you
That's
played with that much
crazy.
time.
I know
Don't think
exactly
you played
who
with
messed
that
up the
much time,
timer as
Rayla.
well. Let's execute it.
There we go.
Yes, slight timer mishap there, but it does not take away from the fact that Halo Fan will earn his first ever shot at stage 2. Our next batch of runners did not do as well. Profuse Table went out on the falling plank. Max E rode that rope glider all the way down and couldn't make it to the dismount. Icy Vermin just went straight up on the falling plank, didn't even try to go under that window. Donnie Doper also overshot the dismount on the rope glider, as did Dodo Derb? Yeah, that's the one. Laurencio didn't figure out the falling plank, and then Fresh almost got the dismount on the giant swing, but missed it by a foot. Now we are on to Gaming Brando. This guy had a big run last tournament. Gaming Brando is at the top, and he is going on to stage 2 for the first time in his career. Brando was one of 4 jumpers who cleared stage 1 for their first time in the last tournament. Cyan was another one of those 4, and the other 2, Tonv and Fluffy B, will both be running later on. But Gaming Brando would love to follow up his clear with another one, just like Cyan did. Brando onto the falling plank right now. Stays on that right side, barely gets it. Wow, he needed every inch of that crouch. And Gaming Brando is on to the fishbone. Goes right into it, does not wait. The timing was good. Gaming Brando looking great and flawlessly through the fishbone. Now the jump hang kai. Brando with a gorgeous bounce gets right inside on the left half. And Brando is going to get a shot at the half pipe attack. Here he goes. Brando running up for it. He slides. He goes across. Brando, no! He comes up short on the half pipe attack. Brando, who cleared stage 1 last tournament, will not make it 2 in a row. He did not get the distance he needed to land onto that rope.
Plate?
Oh no. No!
Dang it.
I wonder if he was using too much of the half pipe, maybe.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
the thing.
sure.
Once I got the jump, I knew.
Yeah, if I don't get an
really-
extremely late jump off the ramp, I'm in trouble.
Sounds like there's a lot of different ways Snoz could fail this stage, but that is a shame for Gaming Brando. Now we are moving on to number 40, the legend himself, Ree95.
You can do it, Ree. You're nearly there. Come on, Ree. Yes, 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 he's done it.
Ree cemented himself as a legend after getting total victory in Ninja Warrior of Halo 4, but he got his one and only stage 1 clear on Halo Ninja Warrior back in Tournament 19. We last saw him in Tournament 27 go out on the flying chute. So Ree still has the skills, and he has the ability to get deep into this first stage. The question is, can he hit that buzzer today? Ree with a beautiful grapple, and he is going to move on to the giant swing. Ree rocking the pink armor as always. He's looking very stylish. This tournament could be good for that style award. Now Ree is on to the falling plank. Ree goes around the left side, and he handles it very well. Now let's see how he handles the fishbone. Ree95 gets good timing on the first one. Oh, he almost walks off the front of that first pole. Ree, no, he comes up short on the third pole of the fishbone. The Ninja Warrior of Halo champion is out on the 4th obstacle of stage 1. He just did not get enough speed to make that big jump.
Not very satisfied with the run that I performed. Definitely capable of more, but very impressed with Tournament 30. Impressive that everything has been going as long as it has. I know I've taken a step away from it, but recently came back and just really impressed with how everything has progressed over the years, for sure.
Well, it is always a pleasure to have Ree back on the course. Now we are moving on to the worker of Meme. The Canadian competitor making his 3rd appearance today. He missed out on Tournament 29, but when we last saw him in Tournament 28, that number is incorrect on the screen right there. That was Tournament 28 when he defeated Stage 1 for his first time. Now Blank is climbing up the falling plank. Yeah, Blank is his nickname, by the way, if you didn't already know that. Now Blank is on to the fishbone. He was not around in Tournament 29 to try this obstacle out, so this is his first time attempting it, and Blank is through the fishbone. Now for the jump hang kai. Whoa. Blanket's very high on the bounce, and he doesn't make the landing. Too much height, and he wasn't able to control his descent there. That is one thing that can happen with these Halo Infinite bouncers. He hit his head on that red block, and it knocked him away, resulting in a jump hang high failure. Only our second one of the tournament so far. And look at all those bodies joining him in the water. Next up, we had my favorite fail of the tournament so far, Vanta BLK. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun to watch. Anyway, let's move on to Profuse Artist. He went out on the rope glider the same way everyone is failing it, but it wasn't quite as good as what DJ Master Beats did. He actually successfully made it back to the spectator platform, which is still a failure. Now we are moving on to an up-and-coming star of Halo Ninja Warrior. Will he beat Sonic's time? It's gonna be close. Eternal Flame, yes, he has the fastest time through stage 1 so far in Tournament 29, and that is his third stage 1 clear in a row. Eternal Flame has had a very strong start to his career. As you can see right there, he's already got 3 top 10 finishes and a fastest time. Eternal Flame aiming for his 4th straight stage 1 clear. Right now, he is on to the falling plank. Eternal Flame, he likes to go fast. Let's see if it works out for him in Tournament 30, the longest stage 1 time limit we've ever had. I wonder if we could get a speed record. But either way, Eternal, right now, onto the 3rd fishbone. He's one of only 3 jumpers to clear stage 1 with 30 or more seconds left on the clock. Eternal is going through the inside of the jump hang kai, and he is on to the half-pipe attack. Eternal, he goes for it. Eternal with a big jump, and oh, he's gonna go right for the dismount. Eternal Flame is on to the warped wall. Oh, he's not up it in 1, interesting. Eternal does get up it in 2. Now the circle slider, a big obstacle right here. Eternal Flame, he's done it before, and he does it again today. Now the lumberjack climb. With 28 seconds left, tons of time left for this guy. And look at that Eternal Flame going right back onto stage 2. Stage 1 does not phase him whatsoever.
He just destroyed
Where are you gonna
the
watch
course.
stage 2 from?
He just destroyed
that was
the course.
awesome.
Eternal. Well done, brother.
Eternal Flame just became the 17th different competitor with 4 straight stage 1 clears. If you think you can name the other 16, leave it in the comments below. Now, another competitor who's got a little streak of his own is Kaden Wyatt, 21. Kaden is to the top, and Kaden is moving on to stage 2. And you know what that means? That is the 300th ever stage 1 clear in Halo Ninja Warrior history. Tournament 29 was chock full of records and milestones like the 300th stage 1 clear. But now Kaden, he is hoping for his 3rd straight stage 1 clear. A little close call on the rope glider, but he gets through it. Kaden, you know, on Halo Infinite, just clearing stage 1 doesn't guarantee you a top 10 finish, but Kaden has finished in the top 10 in both of the last 2 tournaments because he's getting deep into stage 2. Kaden right now wants to follow that up. He is going on to the fishbone here. Kaden going to frog jump into that first one, kind of. Kaden, oh, he almost comes up short. He save jumps, Kaden! How does he get away with that? We have seen so many jumpers fail because they took a save jump, but Kaden pulls it off.
Oh!
Let's go.
Nice. So close.
That's about as crazy as what Soul Reaper did last tournament. My goodness, Kaden with a very close call right there. But now he is back on track. It's time for the half-pipe attack. Let's see if he can pull it off. He doesn't connect with the wall very much, but he gets a massive jump, and Kaden is onto the warped wall. Can he get up it in 1? Yes, he can. Kaden onto the circle slider. He's got the 2nd ring. Kaden has the 3rd ring, and Kaden is back onto the lumberjack climb. I forgot to mention these pegs are a little bit smaller than they were in the previous tournament. Oh my goodness. Kaden slips on that smaller peg. But Kaden bounces back, and Kaden with a crazy run. He is going on to stage 2 for the 3rd tournament in a row. And my goodness, that was as stressful as you could expect for a stage 1 run. Kaden with an amazing job composing himself, and he will be our 5th jumper moving on to stage 2. Now we are moving on to another British veteran who has his own fishbone story. Right now he's on the fishbone, quickly up to the 3rd. Long jump to the 4th. Soul takes a save jump. Oh my goodness, how does he get through that? Soul is on to the circle slider. Not a great jump. He loses his speed. And Soul Reaper comes up short of the 3rd ring. Soul still looking for his 2nd stage 1 clear. He cleared stage 1 back in tournament 7. It's been a long time for this guy, but he consistently gets deep into stage 1s. He just can't fight all the way through. Let's see if today will be different. Soul is on to the falling plank. He has failed this obstacle twice before. Soul going to the left side. He gets a quick jump off of that first ledge, and now he is on to the fishbone. This is where he had his exciting moment last tournament. Let's see if he can smooth things out today. Big jump to the 3rd. He goes right for the 4th, and the timing was spot on. Soul onto the jumping Kai, another obstacle that he's failed twice in the past, but right now he's looking good. Soul get that dismount, and he is onto the half-pipe attack. This obstacle was around when he last beat stage 1. Soul goes for it. Soul with the jump. Soul comes up short on the half-pipe attack. He beat this obstacle back in tournament 1 and in tournament 7, but here in tournament 30, he could not get the distance that he needed, and this obstacle is tough for all of our jumpers. Now we are moving on to another one of our competitors who got his first stage 1 clear last tournament. Fluffy B looked so clean on the lumberjack climb, and he is going on to stage 2 as well. 17.2 seconds left. Fluffy had a soul-crushing stage 2 failure going out on the wall lift, and I analyzed it. I broke it down. He did have enough time to beat stage 2 last tournament if he didn't go out on the 2nd wall of the wall lift. So you know Fluffy B wants to get another crack at it, but right now he's got to get through stage 1. He is already onto the falling plank, and look at that Spartan, by the way. That pumpkin helmet with the devil horns coming out of it. This guy is dressed in a way that no one on Halo Ninja Warrior has ever been dressed before. So Fluffy B, let's see if he can take this crazy pumpkin of his all the way back to stage 2. And maybe beyond. Fluffy with a very high bounce on the jump hang Kai. He's going to go through the inside now. Fluffy not afraid to go fast. All right, time for the half pipe. Soul just failed this. Fluffy B, look at that beautiful jump. Bats flying into the air as he lands. And now he is onto the warped wall. Fluffy B up it in 1. And now the circle slider. Fluffy, he's got the 2nd. Goes for the 3rd, and Fluffy B with a 360 just like last tournament. I think I forgot to shout it out when he did it last tournament, but Fluffy is climbing up the lumberjack climb, and he is going to go back to stage 2 for his 2nd tournament in a row. Fluffy and his pumpkin moving on, getting a lot of shots from the crowd right there. They are loving it. It is awesome to see Fluffy B succeeding so early in his career, and he is our 6th stage 1 clear in tournament 30. Now we are on to the original GOAT of Halo Ninja Warrior. Drago is back, still looking for that 10th stage 1 clear, but this guy has been to stage 3 8 times, and he was the first person to ever reach the final stage, which he did in tournament 5, and was so close to getting total victory. And then he was the first person to get to stage 4 for a 2nd time, and again, he just couldn't quite reach that buzzer in time. He suffered his first stage 1 failure in tournament 11, and since then, he has had no luck on stage 1. He failed it 3 times on Halo 5. The last time was in tournament 22 when he failed the crooked wall. He made his return on Halo Infinite in tournament 27, failing the flying chute. In tournament 28, he failed the crooked wall again. And then in the last tournament, he went out on the circle slider, losing his momentum on that second ring. So now, can this original All-Star get back to stage 2 finally? I mean, look at the accolades. This guy has had so much success in his career. It just hasn't been recently. I know Drago wants that steak dinner more than ever in a landmark tournament like Tournament 30. Right now, he is moving on to the falling plank. He did this a couple times on Halo 5, or actually just once on Halo 5. But anyway, Drago, looking good so far. He is going to move on to the fishbone. Drago goes right for it, doesn't need to wait at all. Sticks that landing on the third pole, Drago to the fourth, and Drago is on to the jump hang Kai. Drago failed this in Tournament 18, but right now he's looking good. All right, we got a big obstacle right here, the half-pipe attack. Some veterans have failed this. Can Drago pull it off? Drago, he gets the jump and he gets the landing. Drago goes for the dismount and he's got it. Now he's onto the warped wall, up it in one. Drago, can he do it? He's going for the circle slider. Drago comes up short on the second ring. He didn't get a late enough jump. He kind of got caught on the back corner of that ring, and Drago was so close.
No!
No! Oh, no! Up on the damn ring! The damn ring! Oh, they all know he fell.
You just woke up the baby. You woke up the baby by accident.
Yeah, it's fine, kid. It's fine. I'll take care of the baby.
Drago, a family man first, just can't quite get it done. Now we are on to Sunny Side Splash. This guy, number 50 today. He has defeated Stage 1 4 times in his career. He had a great run last tournament. We'll get to that in a second. He cleared as a newcomer in Tournament 24 and went 2 in a row with a clear in Tournament 25. He did not start off Halo Infinite on a good note, failing the third obstacle of Stage 1, and then he failed the flying chute in Tournament 27. But Sunny has bounced back in a big way in the last 2 tournaments. He got through Stage 1 in Tournament 28, and he had a funny moment in Tournament 29 when there was no landmine.
Just go ahead. Just go. Hit the wall. Hit the wall.
We'll Photoshop it in.
What the fuck is that?
Regardless, he made it deep into Stage 2, but was running out of time as he failed the wall lift. Still coming off of his personal best performance, Sunny wants to take it even further this tournament. Number 50, Sunny is onto the rope glider, and oh, nice landing there. Sunny going onto the giant swing next. I like the armor. He's got one orange arm on top of his kind of sea foam green. I don't even know what color you'd call that, but Sunny right now on the falling plank. He was 2 for 2 on that obstacle on Halo 5. Now he is 3 for 3. Now Halo Studios. Sunny side, onto the fishbone. Second pole there. He's got the third. He's got the fourth, and Sunny is through the fishbone onto the jump hang Kai. Oh, interesting. He goes very far left on that trampoline, but goes to the right side of the hang. And now Sunny is onto the half-pipe attack. Let's see if it phases him. He gets a big jump. Sunny, he's got the rope, sticks it with no save jump. Now the warped wall. Sunny up it in one and no problems. Here he goes onto the circle slider. He's got the first ring, the second, and the third. Sunny side splash is back to the lumberjack climb. He's aiming for 3 straight. Stage 1 clears. Ooh, I thought he came up short of that 5th one, but Sunny is at the top. There's a landmine this time, and he is going back to Stage 2 for the 5th time in his career with 23.1 seconds left. He had so much confidence throughout that run. Look at that, just sticking on the half-pipe attack, got up the warped wall in one, and hit that landmine.
It's too easy for this.
Let's go.
Oh, what a throw.
He got really fast time, too. I think it's my fastest one.
Nice toss, Tank.
Nice run, Sunny.
Well, I checked the stats, and I can confirm that that is the first time Sunny has cleared with over 20 seconds left, and he is our 7th competitor moving on to Stage 2. Now that we are halfway through this tournament, one thing we have to look forward to in Tournament 30 is the first runs of our new Infinite All-Stars. At the end of Tournament 29, 3MMO Direct, Joey Davis, Fireball, and Hunter Unit 751 were named the 4 Infinite All-Stars. They will all be taking on Stage 1 later on in this tournament, so make sure you don't miss that action. But now we are moving on to the veteran TNC Noodles. Today, this veteran becomes the 19th different competitor with 15 appearances. He last appeared in Tournament 28, failing the Circle Slider. That was his only other Halo Infinite appearance. But he has defeated Stage 1 3 times in his career. He has been to Stage 3 once as well. But right now, Noodles is lagging his way through the giant swing, and he is on to the falling plank. Now he's climbing up it. Noodles defeated this obstacle 3 times on Halo 5. Noodles staying on the left side here, and he is going to get through it yet again. And now it is time for the fishbone. 3 top 10 finishes in his career. Noodles onto the second fishbone. Oh, he jumps off the third one right away, and that does not work out for Noodles. The veteran is out on Stage 1 again. And that will bring us on to Alex Halo back for his 4th appearance. This competitor from Spain onto the rope glider. Most of the competitors not struggling with that obstacle. Alex Halo went out on the Circle Slider last tournament, as did many other very talented competitors. Let's see if Alex Halo can get back there. Right now, the falling plank. Alex Halo with great timing and perfect execution right there. He is onto the fishbone. He's going to go right into it, wasting no time. He's on the second pole. The third. Oh, he almost gets stomped by that third one, but he times it just in the nick of time. And now the jump hang kai. Alex Halo. Perfect landing on the left side. Now the dismount. Not a problem for Alex Halo. Can he handle the half-pipe attack? Alex Halo with a big jump. Oh, he barely catches the red, but it's enough for him to land on that pole. And Alex Halo is onto the warped wall. He has never defeated Stage 1 before. Can he do it today? He's down to 34 seconds. Alex Halo not up the warped wall in 2, and he is going back for a big run-up, losing extra time, but he's up it now. 25 seconds, still plenty of time. This is where he failed last tournament. Alex Halo, no, he doesn't get a jump off the second ring. And the obstacle that took him out last time, it takes him out again today. Alex Halo just needed to time that jump a little bit better, and he might have been able to get his first Stage 1 clear.
Nah.
No, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
So many new people
Good job,
getting far, man. This is amazing.
Well, to Joey's point, we have seen 11 competitors so far get to at least the Circle Slider. Now we are on to Caleb Plays YT, back for his 3rd appearance. And he's right off on the rope glider. Great timing. In the last tournament, he went out on the fishbone, hit his head on that second pole. There are so many ways to fail the fishbone. Let's see if Caleb can at least give himself a chance for revenge. First things first, he's got to get through the falling plank, and right now he's missing that jump a couple times, getting up to the plank. Now he's going to line it up. Caleb walks up the plank. He goes for it. He jumps. No, he clips the corner. Caleb plays out on the 3rd obstacle again. This time it's the falling plank. Now we are on to M. Wereshark, a newcomer. This is a good friend of Avaz the Samurai, who will be running in the final 20 of this tournament. Let's see how his friend does. Wereshark is through the rope glider and onto the giant swing. He's gonna go. He jumps pretty early. Oh, he jumps early again, and Wereshark fails early, going out on the giant swing. Our next couple competitors were inspired by that, as Lamnaday III and a strong Ketchup 24 both failed the giant swing. Whoa, is what this guy was saying as he tried to get back to the dismount platform on the rope glider, but couldn't do it. Booty was going in all the wrong directions there as he failed the rope glider, and then Chester 78 almost got onto the pole, but couldn't quite make it. That'll bring us on to another veteran of the course. This is Spartan Walnut 71. His 10th appearance today. That's always a big milestone. Since I like numbers so much, I can say that he is the 37th different competitor to reach 10 appearances, and he was also one of many who failed the circle slider in Tournament 29. You have to work harder to get there this tournament, but let's see if Walnut can pull it off. He cleared stage 1 in Tournament 26, so he knows what it's like to hit a buzzer here on Halo Infinite. No better time than Tournament 30 to get another one. Walnut on the fishbone right now, goes right to that second one, and right to the third one. He's barely dodging his head. Oh, he save jumps Walnut! My goodness, another save jump on the fishbone that actually works out. Save jumping the fourth one is crazy, but Walnut already going around the outside of the jump hang kai. He is moving with great pace right now. Time for the half-pipe attack. Walnut, he's gonna go right for it. He jumps, Walnut, he goes for it, and Walnut is short on the half-pipe attack. The 6th obstacle of stage 1, causing so much damage this tournament. But next up, we have the last of our stage 2 first-timers from Tournament 29. But he is climbing up to the top, and Tonv is going to stage 2. 17.1 seconds left. That was an incredible run.
Let's go.
Tonv from Thailand. Clearing stage 1 on only his 2nd appearance. He failed the jump hang kai in Tournament 27 before that. Let's see if Ton can go back-to-back. So far, of the other 3 who got their first stage 1 clears in the last tournament, we have seen Cyan and Fluffy B get back to stage 2 this time around. Gaming Brando went out on stage 1. Tonv right now getting through the falling plank. He is going to get another shot at this fishbone. Tonv onto the first, the second, he's got the third, and the final fishbone. Tonv is on to the jump hang kai. He beat it last tournament, gets a very nice bounce today, and he is going to go through the inside. Tonv, next up is the half-pipe attack. This one has been a challenge for our competitors. Tonv with a nice jump, and Tonv is through the half-pipe attack and onto the warped wall. Tonv up it in 1. Now the circle slider. Can he pull it off? He clips that first pole. He's got the second ring. And Tonv, no! He comes up short on the 3rd ring of the circle slider. Tonv barely misses it. He just didn't get a late enough jump off of that 2nd ring. He was so close. And he could have gotten back to stage 2. That is a heartbreaker. Well, now we have to see how Whirlpool 730 follows that up. This guy making his 2nd appearance today. As he dismounts on the rope glider, he'll move on to the giant swing. He failed the fishbone in the last tournament, taking a save jump on that 2nd pole. Again, save jumps, they are very dangerous on that obstacle. I can't believe we have seen 2 successful save jumps in this tournament already. Whirlpool on the left side of the falling plank. And he's looking good. Now back to the scene of the crime. Can Whirlpool get his revenge? He barely gets the first one. No, he hits his head on the 2nd pole again. Whirlpool, no luck with the fishbone. Now we are on to CJG. The runner used to be Foamy. Foamy. I still like saying Foamy. But anyway, CJG, the runner, he is going to dismount. Oh, almost overshoots the dismount on the rope glider. But in the last tournament, he went out on the jump hang kai. Let's see if he can get back there today. CJG, the runner. Honestly, it's a lot of syllables to say his name now. Foamy was a lot quicker. All right, he goes for it. Oh, barely catches onto that first ledge, but he's got it. Now the fishbone. This is the obstacle to beat if he wants jump hang kai revenge. He's got the first. No, he comes up short on the 2nd pole. Him and Whirlpool back to back, failing the 2nd pole of the fishbone. And this obstacle that was introduced in Tournament 29, it took out 19 competitors last tournament. So far in this tournament, 32 jumpers have made it there. 12 have failed. Now Kayfly is about to give it a try. Back for his third appearance today. He was last seen in Tournament 28 going out on the circle slider. Here it goes on the fishbone. Kayfly onto the second. Big jump to the third. And he's got the fourth. Kayfly is through the fishbone. Now on to the jump hang kai. Nice bounce out to the left side. He's going to go inside. Hops across. Kayfly is moving on to the half-pipe attack. Kayfly with a big late jump there. He goes for it. Kayfly comes up short of the rope on the half-pipe attack. No shame in failing that obstacle, though. After that was Busy Scott, who found my death barrier above the rope glider. BD Punt had all the wrong ideas on the falling plank. Sanity 1015 almost made the dismount of the giant swing. And then Rich Abel didn't quite make the bar of the giant swing. It's the return of the G Squad. Grasshopper 928 is back on the course for the first time in 19 tournaments. He was first seen in Tournament 6 when he failed towards the end of Stage 1. He failed the half-pipe attack in Tournament 7. That obstacle is back today. In Tournament 9, he got his first ever Stage 1 clear, and he almost went back-to-back, but on the final climb, the last obstacle of Stage 1 in Tournament 10, he just took too long and ran out of time before he reached the buzzer. On his last appearance in Tournament 11, he had a wacky failure going out the side of the slider jump. Who does that? That was such a shame for Grasshopper to go out that way. So he's been close to 3 Stage 1 clears, but he still only has 1 under his belt. Now, 19 tournaments later, Grasshopper, that is currently the longest gap between appearances for any competitor in Halo Ninja Warrior history. Now, we do actually have another competitor coming up later who is going to break that record, but for right now, Grasshopper holds it. Grasshopper on the falling plank. Yes, he's looking good. Grasshopper still looking solid after over 10 years of not competing. Grasshopper going through the fishbone right now. He's got that third pole and the fourth. Grasshopper is on to the jump hang kai. This is very impressive for this guy right now. Grasshopper is in the jump hang kai, and he's going to go through the inside like one of the more experienced jumpers. Grasshopper, he's got the dismount. Can he possibly do the half-pipe attack? He failed this in Tournament 7. Come on, Grasshopper, get some revenge. Grasshopper goes for it. He lands it. He goes for the dismount. Grasshopper, what in the world was that? He did the hard part. Look at this. He gets the jump and he makes it to the pole, but he tries to go right for the dismount and didn't have enough distance. I don't believe that.
He rushed it
from the angle if he went for the save jump, if he went for the
He's YOLO. He's like, I'm going in. I'm actually impressed. It's the hardest obstacle on the course. You haven't jumped in a decade, and you pretty much got farther on the half pipe than almost everyone who's done it that failed it.
Despite the fact he came up short, major props to Grasshopper for an exciting return. Now we are on to the veteran, Disappoint. The klaxon is sounding, but he gets to the top. Disappoint is going back to Stage 2. Not much else to say about this guy other than he has not lived up to his gamer tag in the last 2 tournaments. Both times clearing Stage 1. Very impressive. Let's see if he can go for 3 in a row. Disappoint getting through the giant swing right now. He's going to get a shot at this falling plank. Disappoint climbing up. He's going to go to the left side. Oh, I want to do a breakdown of how many people went left or right. Honestly, I'm going to turn this over to the audience. If you can count how many people went left or right on the falling plank, I would love that. Disappoint on the fishbone now. He's got the second pole. He almost got stomped by that first one, but he's still on, still going, and he is moving on to the jump hang kai. Disappoint. He is going to land, save jump around to the outside. He's working his way through it. Now can he succeed where Grasshopper just failed? Disappoint. He goes for it. Big jump from Disappoint. He's landed it, sticks it with no save jump. Disappoint comes up short of the dismount. Grasshopper just did it, and now Disappoint does it, but in a completely different way. He stuck it. All he had to do was get around the pole, but he sprints into it and gets caught on it, forcing him to come up short.
No. Oh, that literally breaks your heart, seeing something like that. Oh, he done the hard work.
You get caught on the pole, huh?
That is now our 20th Stage 1 failure since Sunny's clear. But next up is Ninty 7 Grizzlies, Ninty SG, back for his 14th appearance. Shockingly, he does have a top 10 finish in his career. Ninty right now on the rope glider. Oh no, he comes up short on the first obstacle of Stage 1. He cut that grapple off a little bit too soon. Oh, Ninty. Oh, you hate to see it. Right after that, we had Teddy Black 916, who made a valiant effort on the rope glider, just not quite good enough. Deadly Haze went out on the giant swing. Luna Star almost made it to the spectator platform, but not quite. Elevated State completely missed the red block on the rope glider. And then Desperate Fox returned to the course, but came up short of the dismount on the giant swing. Now, as we get closer to number 2000, the sun has set, the stars are out, and Simifish is up next, back for her second appearance. In the last tournament, she went out on the fishbone, and she just missed her first grapple, but she gets it on the second try. Simifish shoots, and she sticks the landing. So yeah, she barely hit her head on that third fishbone last time. Let's see if she can get back there. Simifish, no, she doesn't get the dismount on the giant swing. Not a late enough jump. Now we have Sane the Legend, this veteran back for his 26th appearance. He has defeated Stage 1 6 times in the past. He first competed back in Tournament 5 and got to Stage 3 for his first time on his second appearance in Tournament 6. He made it to Stage 3 for his second time in Tournament 16, and then on Halo Infinite, he kicked things off very well with a Stage 1 clear, but the last two times we saw him was in Tournament 28 and 29. Both times, he failed the circle slider. So that is the obstacle to watch for Sane the Legend as he takes on this stage for his 26th time. If you haven't already, make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Sane's Custom Designs. He recently hosted his own jumping tournament on Halo Infinite. It was a very fun tournament. I participated in it, so go check that out. But first, let's see how he does on this course. Sane is on to the falling plank, and he gets the landing. Sane the Legend is going to move on to the fishbone. He is an excellent jump map forger as well, even though sometimes his maps are a little more on the difficult side. But Sane, right now on the fishbone, barely gets up to that second one. Now he's got the third and the fourth. Sane the Legend is on to the jump hang kai, an obstacle he has failed in the past. But right now, Sane's looking good. Sane is going to move on to the half-pipe attack. We've seen a lot of struggles on this lately. Sane is going to go for it. Sane with a very low jump. Sane misses the dismount on the half-pipe attack. Another veteran going out on this very difficult obstacle. The first time it's been on Halo Ninja Warrior since Tournament 8. And our competitors are not having a good time with it.
No. He jumped a little late. I think you jumped too late. Ah, damn it.
That's okay.
Thought we were going to get Sane back on stage, dude.
That would be Sane's 20th Stage 1 failure. And right now, the half-pipe attack has been attempted 22 times, with 9 competitors failing it. That will bring us on to our 79th competitor of the tournament. This is the veteran, Snozberries. His 24th appearance today. He has been competing since Tournament 7, when he had that crazy landing on the balance bridge. In Tournament 9, Snoz made a big name for himself, by earning a shot at the final stage. On Halo Infinite, he started off with some Stage 1 struggles, failing the flying chute in 26 and then the jump hang kai in Tournament 27. He broke through in Tournament 28, getting his first Stage 1 clear on Infinite. But in the last tournament, he went out on the circle slider despite feeling very confident in that obstacle. Now Snoz is aiming to get his 9th Stage 1 clear, and Tournament 30 would be the perfect time to do it. No American has competed more than Snoz. 24 appearances. Right now he is on to the giant swing. He has seen just about every single obstacle on this stage at some point, except for the rope glider because it's brand new. Now the falling plank. Snoz never failed this on Halo 5, and he stays perfect on the falling plank. Now for the fishbone. He got through it last tournament. Whoa, he barely gets a jump off that first pole. Snoz, I thought his run was over. My goodness. Now he is on to the jump hang kai. Snoz is going to land outside, and he is hopping around. All right, Snoz, he is going to move on to the half-pipe attack. He actually failed this the last time we saw it in Tournament 8. Snoz goes for it. Snoz with a big jump. Oh, he barely catches it. Snoz, oh, the dismount. Whew. I've seen too many people fail the dismount now. That made me nervous. Snoz onto the warped wall. He is up it in 1. Snoz is going to have a showdown with the circle slider. Snoz, he's got the first ring. He's got the second. He's got the third. Snoz is back to the lumberjack climb. He still has enough time. 15 seconds. He's climbing at a good pace. Snoz, the klaxon is going to start going off here, but Snoz is at the top. And boom, there you go. Back to Stage 2. What better way to go back to Stage 2 than in Tournament 30? And look at that. Unbelievable on the fishbone that he was able to pull it off. But Snoz got his revenge on the circle slider. And that is how you earn another shot at Stage 2.
Hello?
Hunter?
This is a good time to come back.
God.
You beautiful man.
It's a great time.
He did it.
Did it.
What I missed? Did something happen?
Whoops. Snozzing.
Let's go, Hunter.
Oh, that was a good time to come back.
When I was halfway through the ring and I went, what's up, Hunter?
I
knew I nailed the ring. I knew I nailed the ring.
Snoz absolutely did nail the ring, and he is our 8th competitor advancing to Stage 2 in Tournament 30. And that will bring us on to our 80th runner who is on display in that box right there. It is the first grand champion, Buddy Jumps. His 12th appearance today. He's been to Stage 2 7 times, Stage 3 5 times, and 2 final stages with a total victory. His first appearance was in Tournament 6 when he got to Stage 3, failing the spider flip. On his second appearance, he became the first grand champion of Halo Ninja Warrior, and he made it back to the final stage in Tournament 12, where he was just a second away from his second total victory. On MCC, he had one Stage 1 clear that resulted in a Stage 2 timeout. That was Tournament 16. He had a shockingly early exit in Tournament 17 on Halo 5, failing the first obstacle of Stage 1. But in Tournament 20, his last appearance, he got back to Stage 2. But unfortunately, the salmon ladder ended his tournament. That was the last time that we saw Buddy Jumps compete on Halo Ninja Warrior, and now the grand champion is back. He's got the accolades. This superstar from Germany is on the course, and he is onto the rope glider. And oh, what's he doing, Buddy? Oh my goodness, I thought it was going to be another first obstacle failure, but Buddy pulls off the rope glider, and he is through the giant swing as well. Now onto the falling plank, which he has never attempted before. Buddy staying on the right side, he gets the jump, and he's got the landing. Now he is going to move on to the fishbone. A lot of new obstacles here for Buddy Jumps. Let's see if this jumping pro can get through the fishbone. And yes, he can. Buddy is onto the jump hang kai. He's gonna get a nice high bounce, but no, he doesn't get the jump hang Kai. Buddy tried to land really far inside of it, and he just misses the ledge. It is very difficult to control your descent right there with all that height. But normally, when people do this obstacle, they try to land more towards the corner. It's a little closer and a little safer, but Buddy went more inside, and he's not able to get the landing. If we look at it from his perspective, or a third-person view here, you can see he just barely misses it to the left. That is a shocking exit for the Grand Champion. And the jump hang Kai will strike when you least expect it. Well, things are off to an exciting start in this landmark tournament, but the best of the best has yet to come. In the next episode, the finale, we will see the final 20 competitors of Tournament 30 take on Stage 1. Anyone who clears will join these 8 on Stage 2, and we will see if any of them can take it all the way and achieve total victory. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button, and remember, if you ever want to compete in a future tournament, just message me, Smokey Massacre, on Xbox Live or Discord. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.